Hi everyone. So today I wanted to share with you the Three Sisters technique for growing corn and squash and beans. I'm actually going to be substituting some things for squash, so you can really use any of the cucurbits. So I'm actually going to do some cucumber and some watermelon as well as possibly some squash. I've got to put some more seeds in for squash. I've planted several of my plants already. So I've got some starter plants and I wanted to share with you how to go through and do that. So I just wanted to let you know that today we won't be doing all three of the plantings because the first part of it is planting the corn and allowing it to get up to about 4 or 5 inches. So I'm going to be going through that part with you first. As always, please like and subscribe, and as you subscribe you'll be able to see the next parts of the video as we go through and add in the other plants as well. I wanted to give you a quick preview of what things are going to look like whenever we're done. I didn't have quite enough plants to do 4 in all of these, so some of these also do have 4. You just can't quite see that 4th plant. This is the area that we're going to be growing in. I've been working on building the soil with cover crops, nitrogen fixing clover, ryegrass, and Kentucky 31 tall fescue. Check out that series. There's a whole series of videos on how I did that. Now I'm going back through and cutting this back real low. I've started on the highest setting of my mower, and then I'm going down to the lowest setting of the mower so as not to have this grass growing up as weeds. Corn is going to provide the support for the beans to climb up on, so it basically acts as a trellis. So we're going to want to let that get up to about knee height before we plant the beans. Beans, with the help of nitrogen fixing bacteria in the soil and on their root systems, are going to help deposit nitrogen from the air into the soil, into a form that the plants can use. So you want to plant things like pole beans, but not bush beans. So squash or any of the cucurbits, they're going to help to shade the ground, they're going to help to hold in moisture, they're going to help with the soil temperature. It's going to improve the growing conditions for both the beans and the corn. So sometimes you can use a Four Sisters, so either sunflower or bee balm. The sunflower is going to help you lure birds away from the beans, whereas the bee balm is going to attract bees and other pollinators. I like to use what I have on hand. I have this bag of Burpee Organic potting mix, which is actually formulated for container and raised bed gardening. I'm going to be taking that and mixing it with some screened compost and some screened chicken manure. And here is the final product of that. You can see how nice this looks. I screened it on a larger screen and then a smaller screen. I think it was like a 1/4, and then maybe like an 1/8 inch screening. So that's what it looks like, and that's what we're going to be using to build the mounds. I have a 4-foot string here because the centers of the mounds are supposed to be 4 feet apart, and then I'm using this bucket to help me have pretty similar amounts of the compost and organic mixture so that I have things looking kind of uniform. This string is 18 inches, and your circle here should be 18 inches from one side of the base to the other. Now I'm going through and using that 4-foot string to set the rest of the beds. I'll go ahead and skip this part and get to the planting of the corn. You want your corn to be 6 inches apart. So from plant to plant, you want it to be 6 inches. So I have this little 6-inch string, and you can barely see this one here at the bottom of the screen, but that's 6 inches. And then crossways, you want the plants to be 6 inches apart. So they don't necessarily have to be 6 inches from plant to plant, just from the north to south plant and the east to west plant. That's all that we have on the Three Sisters for today. Please like and subscribe for other videos on that are upcoming. Here's a quick teaser for an archway video that we have coming up. Subscribe so that you can see that. And then again, here are what the cover crops look like on the property at the moment. Check out that series, and thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Have a great day.